welcome back to the Girly Girl Bookworm. This is my third attempt at filming this video because my daughter keeps trying to get out of bed. So I wanted to share with you guys my book haul from Independent Bookstore Weekend. So this weekend takes place April 30th to May 1st, so it's already passed, but it's an annual thing where bookstores, independent bookstores, have some sales and deals and fun things to encourage people to shop locally. So I took part and I met with a bunch of other bookstagrammers. There were 6 of us total, and it was just so much fun getting to meet people and talk about books and just buy books and be surrounded by books. It was just a fun day. So we ended up meeting up at the Book Bend Bookshop, which is in Glastonbury, Connecticut, if you are from the New England, Connecticut area. Very cute bookstore to shop at. It's not necessarily my local bookstore because it's about 30 minutes away, but it's fun. So I got this lovely shirt. We kind of called it our uniform. I think most of us, if not all of us, bought a shirt. And it was like if you spent $100, you got it for free. So you know your girl hit the $100 mark. So I bought that, and then I did quite a bit of damage and walked away with this bag. I originally had a nice paper bag, and then my paper bag broke, so they gave me this one. So that just goes to show how many books I got. So I got books for myself, and I got books for the kids, and I figured I'd just share them all. So one of the fun things that they had outside was a spinning table where you spun and you could win like a bookmark or a magnet or things like that. And I spun Blind Date with a Book. And so I chose a psychological thriller about a woman caught between a web of lies. And that book was Intimacies by Katie Kitamura. I know nothing about this book, so it should be quite interesting. It came out last July, so I'm excited to check that one out. Maybe it's a new favorite. And then why don't we start with the kids' books because they are the ones that are like in my immediate grasp. I think there was one more, and I can, oh, it's behind me. So I bought a couple board books. I bought 1, 2, 3, 4 Cake because Sydney is working on counting her numbers. She's very bad at it. She will go 1, 2, and that's about it because she's obsessed with the number 2, and then she kind of goes completely out of order. So we decided maybe we'll do some more counting. So I grabbed her that. And then I grabbed Sway Like an Octopus because this gives directions about like jump like a kangaroo, sway like an octopus. So I knew Sydney would enjoy that one. And it was funny because there's another book up top, and I was like, oh, learning about octopuses. And it totally didn't say octopus. It said opposites. And I was like, oh, weird. And then I found this one about octopuses. I was like, it's a sign. I need to buy a book about an octopus because clearly they're on my brain. And then they had a local author there signing these books. So I decided to grab 2. So I grabbed Tiny Dino by Deborah Friedman and The Story of Fish and Snail. This one I had her sign personally to Sydney, and this one I had her sign personally to Sawyer, which I probably should have done the opposite because Sydney really likes dinosaurs, but either way, signed book. It was fun. So that is what I grabbed for the kiddos, and then the rest are mine. So I went with the purpose of getting 2 books. Like there were 2 books on my brain that I was like, if I see these, I'm buying these. There was actually 2 others, but now I'm blanking on what they were. But these were 2 that I was like, if I see them, I'm buying them. So I bought I'll Be You by Janelle Brown. I don't even know why, because I think there was another book that this author, Watch Me Disappear, I think, that I bought a long time ago and then returned, never reading it. So I, not returned, I, bought it for, $1 at a local library, and then I, unhauled it because I had heard kind of mixed things. But for some reason, this one just, sounded really good. It says, 2 identical twin sisters and former child actors have grown apart until one disappears and the other is forced to confront the secrets they've kept from each other in this twisty suspense novel. And it just sounded really good. I know her last book got a lot of buzz, and so I wanted this one. This one just came out, I think, this past Tuesday. So really real new release. And then another newish release that I've been seeing everyone buzz about is Blood Sugar by Sasha Rothschild. And this one says, a twisty, clever thriller featuring a murderess you can't help but root for, the addictive and mixture of sour and sweet. So I've seen a lot of people talk about this one. Janelle, from what she sees, I talk about her all the time on this channel. She's on Instagram as that, not on YouTube. But she raved about this one, and like I said, if she puts her stamp of approval on a book, I almost 100% always know I need to grab it. So I grabbed this one. Oh, it says, she's accused of 4 murders. She's only guilty of 3. That sounds really interesting. One that was on my list of, like, I needed to get at some point. It was in one of my videos of books that I had my eye on, and that was The Fields by Erin Young. This is a murder, I believe, that takes place like in a cornfield, and the detective goes to like solve the case, and when he gets there, I think like the person the person who's dead is somebody from his like past or something like that. Oh, and I also got this free bookmark. Ooh, the texture freaks me out though. It's called Eat, Sleep, Read, Celebrate Independence in Your Bookstore. No, that's not what this says. Celebrate independence in your community. But I really don't like the texture of that, so... Oh, maybe it's not as bad as I thought. It originally felt fuzzy and it freaked me out, but it actually isn't that fuzzy. Yeah, so I got that. And then they were promoting banned books, so I decided I would buy one. I felt really, really bad, though, because this boy was promoting banned books, but he was also collecting banned books for his capstone project. I meant to go buy one and donate it to him, and then I totally forgot. So I'm probably a bad person. But I got Mouse by... Art Spiegelman, just because this has been getting a lot of buzz lately about people trying to ban this book and not include it in schools and not include it everywhere. And I was like, you know what? I gotta buy it. And this is a graphic novel, which I like never read graphic novels about the Holocaust. So I thought that I would finally give it a go. And it's a complete collection. So it's beautiful and expensive, but I think it definitely was worth purchasing. So I grabbed that. And then the last book I grabbed was From Just a Flame by Rebecca Pados. Not sure. But I wasn't originally going to grab this, but they also have like this book van bus thing. And as I was going over there, one of the people that I was with was like, oh, they said this one's really good and that it's by a local author. It's also a signed copy as well. So it's a local author. It's a YA novel about a girl, and I believe that this also inputs some, like, Jewish culture into it. And it's fantasy, which is totally not my jam. But I thought maybe there's a possibility that I'll like it. I guess this girl wakes up on, like, her 18th birthday. Like, I guess she's always kind of been on the run. They always, like, leave rental homes and relationships, and, like, they have no roots to their family. And on the eve, it is her 17th birthday. She wakes up transformed, like her body, like her eyes are completely changed, and her mom like leaves to go get a cure. And I guess there's more fantasy elements involved. So it sounds really interesting. I made the joke that we should make this a buddy read and that we should all read it, but I think only 2 of us ended up grabbing it, but who knows? Maybe I'll read it with her. So those are the books that I got for Independent Bookstore Day. I hope you guys supported your local bookstore. If you did, tell me what you got down below, and I will see you guys really soon. Bye, everybody.